Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Receiver FG back with another video. Today I'm going to be telling you the top 5 best tips and things that I know in the game so far. These are really important. It's going to take me a few minutes to get through, but I promise just bear with me. I know I like to joke around. I like to add a lot of funny clips in my videos, but today's going to be really serious. If you know me, I play very competitive, 92 win percent. I'm going to show you basically every single thing I know in this game. I said I'm going to be serious on my jersey number 69. Okay, let me chill. Alright, so first off, the most important thing that I've noticed this year, and I did not follow this because I'm a bot, but now I know, play shots. If you make a play shot, it is very important that you do not go high on your wingspan. I went high on my wingspan. I'm just going to show you guys for example. And if you want, like, for some reason you want to understand why this is the case, 2K Labs did a really good video on it. So the three-pointer you need to have is at least an 86 to shoot consistently off the dribble. So that being said, obviously I just cruised the build on purpose, but I'm just trying to get to what a play shot would look like. This was how I made my build right here. With that right here. Sorry. So you could get lock takeover, right? Because if you go down one more, or at some point lock takeover is not there. But I guess it's because I went mostly defense on this build. But yeah, so like mostly like you won't have lock takeover. I think if you're minimum, I don't know. I really don't understand why I went with the build I went with. But the build I went with has an 85-3. I thought it would work. It is terrible. You cannot shoot open threes with it. You have to have at least an 86 open three to shoot the ball consistently off the dribble. I would say to pretty much on any build you are going to shoot off the dribble as a ball handler, at least try to have an 86 plus 3. If you want to be a very consistent shooter, then 90 plus would be very, very consistent and needed. If you know builds that dominate this year, it would be a play shot with a 90 plus 3 and a stretch 4. Those are like the best shooting builds in the game. So yeah, that's pretty much tip number 1, and my reason for that is just because I, from personal experience, have a play shot that I can literally show that has an 85-3 that is terrible. So that's personal experience number 1. Okay, so now getting into number 2 and number 3, I'm going to go on my play shot to show these things off. So just bear with me while this loads. But number 2 is for a center, and since I didn't load into my glass cleaning finisher, I'm not going to be able to tell you what it is. But well, I'll tell you what it is, but I can't show you. Basically, box in this game is not needed unless someone is running Hall of Fame worm. You will never get out rebounded. Box, people that put box on Hall of Fame versus people that put box on bronze get no difference. It's just if someone is running worm, then your box will get reversed, which sounds like a bad thing, but running worm is kind of a dumb idea in my opinion, because there's so many good badges in this game that you really need to have. So box is only needed on bronze or silver max. Whenever I play on my center, I run bronze box, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So yeah, you need rebound chaser, but box I run on bronze. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 for centers as well would be that clamps is very, very powerful on a center, because you bump other centers and you bump point guards, making them pick up their dribble. Like if you the technical term would be if you blitz a point guard or you blitz a center that has the ball, if you get a good bump on them, they pick up the ball every time, which is very, very, very good. Chase down artist is still pretty good again this year. I get a lot of blocks off the back of the rim, but these aren't tips. I'm just basically going over good badges. But like I said, tip number 3 was that clamps on a center, or of course on point guards with a good strength or a good attribute rating that will help you defensively make other people pick up the ball, then it's very good. So that's tip number 3. Okay, now tip number 4, I'm going to go through the best jump shots that I know this year. So I have a lot of different jump shots, but I'm going to go through center jump shot first. So first things first, jump shot 38 is the best center jump shot in the game for your base. And release, in my opinion, you could try something else, but I would definitely go 38 as your base. It's the best center base in the game. And then Steph Curry is the release I really like on my center. So obviously Curry's in the C, so Steph Curry would be the best release in my opinion for a center. What I like to run is 38 Curry. I think it's very good. If you don't believe me, it's what Zernick runs. It's what a lot of the top comp centers run. It's very, very good. I have an inside, but my boy that's a shooting glass lock. He does very well with this, and it's probably the best jump shot in the game. But this is tip number 4. Including tip number 4, I'm going to go over point guard jump shots. So point guard jump shots, you have a couple bases to choose from. 98 is once again very, very good. I think it was good last year. So 98 is very good again. And then you also have Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is another amazing base this year. Dwayne Wade has been good in the past, but he's very, very good this year. I wouldn't run 38 on a center, but that's just me. So Dwayne Wade or 98 as your base on a point guard, and you'll see a lot of improvement there, because jump shots do matter whether people think so or not. There's a green window on jump shots, so clearly they do matter. And now for your releases as a point guard, there's a few you can go with. A few of my friends like different things, but the best that I've seen so far, some people like Trey Burke. I have not tried that, but I will put that out there that some people do like Trey Burke. But the best that I've tried out this year is Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay has a literal knockdown shot. Very easy to time. Pure Rudy Gay or Rudy Gay and Paul George. 65 Rudy, 35 Paul. I run that a little. I run Rudy Gay and who else have I tried? It was pretty good too. Some people say Zach LaVine, but his green window 2K Labs did a video on it. It's not as good this year as it has been in the past, so I wouldn't go Zach LaVine, but that's just me. Like I said, Rudy Gay's amazing. Paul George is pretty good. A lot of different shots you can try out, but I would definitely put Rudy Gay in pretty much any jump shot you're going to try. It's in my opinion the best. And yeah, that's pretty much my tip number 4. Now tip number 5, I'm going to give you the badges that no one tells you to use this year in the game. Fancy Footwork as a slasher, I use this on my center, is probably the best badge again this year. If you use Fancy Footwork, you press X and go up, it's like last year all over again. You get contacts on everyone. So anyone saying Fancy Footwork is bad has literal issues, because Fancy Footwork's like the best slasher badge in the game yet again. I use it all the time. It's very overpowered. I use it over Lob City Finisher, so normally you see me running back down and drop stepper. That's 8, 12. I get 24, so I go 16 here, 20, 24, right? Yeah. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then 24 for Relentless Finisher. Those are my badges. Contact, Fancy, Drop Stepper, Back Down, Slithery, and Relentless. Sorry, jeez. Oh my god, I didn't even know what I was saying. Now, for these, Hot Start is very good, but there's another badge that's also very good. Hot Start makes your green window start off better before you even shoot the ball. So it improves your shooting ability before the first shot. Even though it says after making first shot, it gives you a chance to shoot a better green window on your first shot. So Hot Start is very good this year. And also Flexible Release, 2K Labs did a video on this, on gold is insanely good. So you don't want to put it on Hall of Fame, you want to put it on gold. So I'm probably going to change around my badges, maybe something like this, or maybe because Difficult Shots was nerfed a little, we could go something like that, because Flexible Release was insanely buffed from last year to this year. I just found that out not too long ago, so everyone is using it. Corner Specialist, I guess you could use it, but I'm not really sure how much it's needed, considering the fact that high three-pointers aren't going to miss in the corner naturally. Steady Shooter, another broken badge again this year when you're in Takeover, but terrible without Takeover. You miss wide open shots. Slippery Off Ball, haven't done a lot of testing. Volume Shooter, I've also heard is very good. So those are good shooting badges. Like I said, Flexible Release, a lot of people doubt that badge a lot, and it turned out to be very, very good this year. So going along with tip number 5, Ankle Breaker and Tight Handles are absolutely garbage. Do not put them on. A lot of people use Stop and Go, which I do as well. If you look, I'm going straight to help my teammates, because dribbling this year, it's good, but for the simple fact that Ankle Breaker and Tight Handles aren't really in the game, neither is Space Creator. Like none of the 3 worked like they did last year. There's no Ankle Breakers in the game, really. It's pretty much unneeded. My badges are a little bit crazy because I always say that Unpluckable doesn't work, but you could run your badges something like this right here. This is probably the perfect setup you would like if you were to get 24 like me. Little Bronze Bailout will help you throw every pass you need. I didn't even say that. Bailout on just bronze. You don't need it past bronze. You know, Ticino and them, they're saying like, oh, I run it on gold and I miss these passes. If you put it on bronze, you get the same animations as people that have it on gold. There's no difference. This is one of those badges that on bronze works as if it was on Hall of Fame. Trust me, people lie. I'm not capping. Same thing for Lob City Passer. It works as if Lob City finisher. It works on nothing as much as it works on Hall of Fame. Badge does not work at all. People that say you need Lob City are literally on drugs. It does nothing for you. So, yeah. And then last but not least, obviously, your defensive badges. Pick Dodger, very important. Intimidator, still pretty good. And Clamps, obviously, going to be the most important badge. Like I said, I don't like to use Worm. And if you haven't seen what Heart Crusher can do on a center, it's probably the best badge in the game. So, yeah, put on Heart Crusher. You can make the whole team cold if you get like a block and they're under 4 points or something like that. It's crazy ridiculous. But, yeah, that's pretty much the 5 tips I know. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something from the video, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, sub if you're new. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's your boy Receiver FG, man. Hopefully I didn't waste too much of your time. I'm out. Peace.